Let us study the oxygen cycle. Air contains about 21% oxygen. You already know that oxygen is a gas which is freely present in the air. It is also found in water in the dissolved form. Oxygen is the second abundant gas which is present in the atmosphere after nitrogen. It is an important element in biomolecules like proteins and amino acids. Oxygen cycle plays a very important role in the existence of life on the earth. The oxygen cycle is a biological process which helps in maintaining the level of oxygen by movement of oxygen through the three main spheres of the earth. Here, the movement of oxygen takes place through atmosphere, lithosphere and biosphere. Oxygen is mainly required for breathing, combustion, supporting aquatic life and decomposition of organic waste. Let us see one by one in the coming slides. Breathing. Breathing is a physical process wherein we take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. So, breathing is a physical process and this process of breathing takes place in all the living organisms. As you can see here, plants, human beings and even the aquatic animals. We always have a misconception that plants always take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. But plants also undergo respiration during which they take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide as a byproduct. Human beings, as usual, you already know that all human beings and animals take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Whereas the fishes, they take in the oxygen which is dissolved in water. Okay, so breathing is a physical process through which all living organisms, including plants, animals and human beings, inhale oxygen from the outside environment. This oxygen inhaled reaches the cells of the organism. In case of aquatic animals, atmospheric oxygen gets dissolved in water and this oxygen is present in very small proportion. And this small proportion of oxygen which is dissolved in the water becomes available to the aquatic organisms. So, oxygen enters the body of aquatic organisms in the form of water. Now, the process of breathing continues as cellular respiration. In cellular respiration, oxygen that is inhaled during breathing process reaches the cells and tissues. Food or glucose is already present in the cells and tissues after the process of complete digestion. So here you can see the cell contains glucose. Glucose is C6H12O6. This glucose which is present in the cell combines with the oxygen that we inhale during the process of breathing. So what happens now? A chemical reaction takes place between this glucose and oxygen. And this glucose molecule breaks down into compounds like carbon dioxide, water and a huge amount of energy is released during this process, which we call it as a ATP and which you will be learning very soon in one of the lessons. Okay, so during the process of cellular respiration, oxidation of carbohydrates takes place. Okay, glucose is a form of carbohydrate. So oxidation. Why oxidation? Because glucose is combining with atmospheric oxygen. So whenever oxygen combines with any compound, we call that process as an oxidation process. So during the process of cellular respiration, carbohydrates are oxidized with the help of atmospheric oxygen and energy is released along with carbon dioxide. Okay, so in the process of breathing, we inhale oxygen. This oxygen reaches the cell. In the cell, the oxygen combines with the carbohydrates, converts the carbohydrates or break down the carbohydrates into carbon dioxide, water along with the release of energy. This process is called as cellular respiration. Now, if you look at the oxygen cycle which is shown below, you will find that here atmospheric oxygen combines with the organic compound. Atmospheric oxygen is this atmospheric oxygen. Organic compound is this organic compound. Organic compound is any compound which is of plant and animal origin, and it contains carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So see, this glucose molecule contains carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So now these two are combining together, okay, during the process of respiration in plants and animals. And what is a byproduct? Carbon dioxide and water. Here carbon dioxide and water is produced. Is it clear? So see, we have seen two steps. First breathing, then cellular respiration. During cellular respiration, carbon dioxide is produced. Now this carbon dioxide, which is produced during the respiration of plants and animals, is utilized by the green plants for the process of photosynthesis. So all green plants, whether it is the terrestrial plants or whether the aquatic plants, the plants will utilize the carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide combines along with water in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll during the process of photosynthesis, and C6H12O6, that is carbohydrates, water and oxygen is produced. So the oxygen which we take from the atmosphere is utilized during the process of cellular respiration, and the carbon dioxide produced during cellular respiration is utilized by the green plants for photosynthesis, and after the process of photosynthesis, the green plants once again release the oxygen back into the atmosphere. So photosynthesis is the only process by which oxygen is returned by the green plants back to the atmosphere, and the same oxygen is once again utilized by the animals for the process of respiration. So this is the process photosynthetic equation. C6CO2 plus 12H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll gives carbohydrates, that is C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2. So what are the byproducts of photosynthesis? Carbohydrates, that is C6H12O6, water, H2O and oxygen. So let us see the diagram of oxygen cycle once again. This is a very important diagram, children. You must know how to draw this flow chart. Normally we ask it during the exams, and it is one of the simplest flow chart out of all the biogeochemical cycles that you are going to learn. Okay, so let's study this oxygen cycle once again. In the process of breathing, we said that we take in oxygen, and this oxygen reaches to each and every cell. In the cell, glucose is already present because that glucose reaches each and every cell during complete digestion process of the food. So oxygen combines with that glucose, that is C6H12O6, during the process of respiration in plants and animals. What happens, or what is the byproduct of cellular respiration? Carbon dioxide and water is formed along with the energy. Okay, here we are not, energy is released, but we are just concerned with the chemicals that are formed. So carbon dioxide and water is formed after cellular respiration. This carbon dioxide and water is utilized by the green plants during the process of photosynthesis in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. What happens, or what are the byproducts formed during photosynthesis? Once again, oxygen will be formed, and organic compound, that is C6H12O6, called as a carbohydrates, or you can say glucose, will be formed after the process of photosynthesis. So oxygen which was taken from the atmosphere is once again returned back to the atmosphere in the process of oxygen cycle. It is not only during the process of breathing that oxygen is used up from the atmosphere. The process of combustion of fuels, like when diesel, petrol, wood, coal, natural gas burns, then the burning of these fuels takes place in the presence of oxygen. Without oxygen, no fuel can undergo combustion. Combustion is, in short, in simple terms, burning. So burning process takes place efficiently in the presence of oxygen. So combustion of fuels like wood, coal, petroleum, natural gas needs oxygen. And when these fuels burn in the presence of oxygen, the product or the byproduct released during this combustion process is carbon dioxide along with the release of energy. The process of decomposition also requires oxygen. Decomposition takes place when plants and animals die. The dead bodies of the plants and animals decay in the ground, and the organic matter which is present in the dead bodies of plants and animals is returned back to the soil and air. Then, who carries out this decomposition process? It is the invertebrates like the bacteria and the fungi. And we call them as the decomposers. So, the process of decomposition requires oxygen, and this process also releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Most of the microorganisms respire in the presence of oxygen. Such microorganisms are called as aerobes or aerobic microorganisms, and the respiration is called as aerobic respiration. But there are also some microbes which do not need oxygen for the process of respiration, and such microorganisms are called as anaerobes or anaerobic microorganisms. Oxygen is a very important element because oxygen helps in the synthesis or formation of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Oxygen is also used for carrying out various oxidation reactions. Ozone, which is present in the atmosphere, is also produced from oxygen through various atmospheric processes.